That's just the way it is. That's how it goes, isn't it?
That's the next bit.
Never be the same.
That's just the way it is. Hello and welcome to...
Carry on.
You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 12 of the Rick and Jack Show. 11.0.
Wait, that's 11.
That's just 11.
12.0.
12.0. Welcome to the latest, the newest. Welcome to this week's episode of the Rick and Jack Show. My name is Rick.
If you don't know by now,
that whole bit is just, I don't even know what we're doing anymore.
my name is Jack.
It's only me and you to watch it. We're basically introducing ourselves to ourselves.
Hi, I'm Jack, and this is Jack.
Which one am I again?
Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Rick. Oh, that's it. I'm the fat guy on the left.
So this week,
we're talking about embarrassing moments, suggested by a couple of people.
This was a challenge because I couldn't think of any.
Whereas
so
I could think of loads.
They're about Rick.
My life has just been one consecutive embarrassing moment after another.
Okay, so...
Right,
yeah.
So, embarrassing moments. You really struggled, didn't you?
Yeah, I couldn't think of any. Like, any at all. I've got one, I think.
Because I think there's a difference, because a lot of people... It depends what kind of person you are, because I think some things could happen to you, and they'd be embarrassing if they happened to someone else, but they wouldn't to you, and you don't really consider them... So you don't remember them as embarrassing moments. I have a crap load.
Billions.
I have loads.
We had to go for an audition process.
To see which one's qualified.
6 weeks just to get the list.
They went to judges' houses.
Yeah.
They
Obviously,
they done the embarrassing moment.
Me and Rick
again.
were judges.
Yeah.
Rick was Gary Barlow, I was Louis Walsh. Then we had Chalisa.
Chalisa.
Lisa.
Why am I Gary Barlow?
Because you've got that voice.
Well, hello, my name's Gary Barlow. I've got a really boring voice.
Do you want to kill yourself yet? Remember that thing we did with the story? The time me and Louis had sexual intercourse. Let me tell you. Let me start the story. A week in advance. So you're like,
Oh yeah.
are you listening? I'll start again. Oh.
Gary Barlow's got a really embarrassing, a really sort of like dull voice.
Monotone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louis,
Anyway,
why don't you shut up and listen to my act? I can't believe that Rylan Clark has got through again. What a bastard. Louis, I fucking hate you. It's about entertainment, Gary!
Oh, anyway.
Right, okay.
The other two are just like...
At least that, what he's talking about, he's sluts. And the Cole's just like, hi, I'm America. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
We've gone way off subject.
Yeah, right, embarrassing moments.
Whole X
I'm going to transmute my...
No, you got... It's a clap, but it's not like... You don't clap your hands. You like...
Oh.
They make a funny noise like...
Right, fuck it, let's go, come on. Let's go on.
Go.
Let's come on. Let's just do it. Right. Embarrassing moments. I've got a shitload. And I'm going to relay them to you in the form of a list. What?
Oh my god.
Right.
Dude, I just thought of one. It was the flower thing. That was kind of both of us. It was you, but area of effect me.
That wasn't embarrassing though.
It was, because we had to walk past Martin's corner carrying flour. We looked like we'd have a cocaine fight, but everyone else hadn't.
We were cooking in school. This isn't really embarrassing, but as he's mentioned it, I'm going to say it anyway.
It's funny.
And I had a little bit of leftover flour.
I think we've told this before.
Have we?
We might have. But
No, I don't think so.
Tell it again.
And I was knocking it against my head, you know, Talisa style. Don't ask me why. I don't really know. I was just going like a fucking retard, and then it just all of a sudden I was going, yeah.
Oh, let's just start.
So what's that problem?
Start the story again. That way we can cut it.
Yeah. So the story. I had a bit of flour in my hand, a bag of flour after cooking at school. and I was knocking against my head. I don't really know why. I just because I was, and all of a sudden it just went. While I was talking, I was going turn around, and poof, just went everywhere, and I was like, oh fuck.
It was your whole face, and then all one side of my face and my blazer, and I was like.
And then when you got home, weren't your mum like, I told you!
I said no flower fats! And I was like, I didn't.
Anyways, embarrassing moments. I'm just gonna kick off with my all-time embarrassing moment, I think. Or shall I leave it till last?
Best till last.
Best till last. Okay, let me check my list. Okay.
I noted.
Well, so one of my most embarrassing moments, I was in Blockbusters, which I'm surprised they're still around, to be honest, with things like Love Film and Netflix.
Yeah, but whatever.
Anyway.
That's a whole different
I went in there to get Metal Gear Solid 2 for the PlayStation 2, and I took it to the counter, and the woman said to me, how old are you? And for some reason that triggered some kind of like retard response, and I was like, can you ask me that again, please? And she just looked at me, I was like,
God damn it.
what? She was like, what's your age? And I was like, 15! And she's like, no, you're too old. You're too young.
Too old
for the game. Too young for the game. And I was like, oh damn.
The thing is, I do that as well. It's like there's times when I'm in HMV buying a DVD or something that's 18. And they were like, how old are you? And I'm like, 18. No, I'm 22. And then it makes it look like I've lied.
But not only have you lied, you've lied.
Yeah,
You've lied twice. You lied to the correct age, and then he was like, no, fuck that, I'm going over.
No,
I'm 22.
I'm going balls out confident. 47.
Don't ask me for my age again, bitch. I used to fall over a lot in school as well. That was kind of my thing.
That was your thing. That was all
the amount of times I fell over. Slipping here, slipping there.
Slip sliding.
Used to fall over a crap load. But then they're not like embarrassing.
No, but you've got plenty of those, as that list says over there.
Yeah. I split my trousers once in school. I can't remember how. I can't remember how.
Slipping over.
But probably, to be fair. And it was like, you know, your classic, right up the crack of bombs, that area. And so I had to go and see my head to ask if I can go home. And she was in a class, and I was like, miss, can I speak to you for a second? And she's like, I'm in a class, Rick, so you're gonna have to come in here and tell me. And I was like,
is that what she told me?
Yeah.
I remember that, by the way.
Nah, she was like, you have to come in here, and I was like,
you're gonna have to come in here.
Hey, yo, you're gonna have to come in here, baby.
You're gonna have to get your sweet ass in this class.
So I was like, oh fuck. So I had to walk in front of this class with all the students sitting there, and I was like, everyone was like, oh. And I was like, that was quite embarrassing. She's like, yes, you can go. And I was like, yeah, thanks.
I just thought of another one in school. It's not really embarrassing, but it's more shame. Do you know when like you're not paying attention, you're just like, and then the teacher's like, you, what's the answer to the question? And you're like, oh, and then someone behind you's like, 24. And then you're like, 24. And they're like, no, that's wrong. And then you're like,
what do you mean 24 is the capital in Germany?
Yeah, and then you're like,
fuck.
You dick. You make me look like an ass.
Oh, I used to do it a lot, especially with, it was really embarrassing when you had to read.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be following along.
Oh, I was.
And so the teachers would try and catch you out to see if you weren't following along. So I'd be sitting there not interested in the book, and then they'd go, Rick, and I'd be like,
what page are we on?
What page are we on? Ow!
The thing is, I think I'm good at that. There was a teacher, because the class read it really slow, and then they go back and analyse everything. They'd be reading like 4 chapters behind me, and I'd be like, and the teacher would know I was doing it, so to catch me out, I'd be like, Jack, and then I'd be like, and then just carry on reading when they were, and he'd get really annoyed, you could tell, because when I get it right, I'd be like, and he'd only make me read like a sentence, and then he'd be like, go back to someone else. Like, yeah, let's try. Now back to my 4 chapters.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, what else? Come on.
I have, once, This was pretty bad. Once I was coming out of Greg's, and it was a cold day. And as I'm walking back from Greg's, my sausage roll, I'm like...
That's the best. You'll find out in a minute.
With my sausage roll. And I'm like, damn, it feels a bit damp down in my groin area. I'm thinking, it's quite cold. And I'm just like, planola. And I'm thinking, nah, have I fucking wet myself or something? I just don't know. So I put my hand down there. And not only had my flyers come undone, but my junk had come out of the little hole that we have in boxers. So it was basically, I'd basically been walking down the street with my cock hanging out. And I was like, oh fuck. And the thing is, you don't know how long you've been there. I could have been in Greg's like, yeah, I want a sausage roll, please. With my fucking dong hanging out.
You've got one.
You want a sausage roll, dear?
Better put yours in this roll. And then you're like, what?
So yeah, that sucked. But it's the whole thing of like you don't know how long.
Why don't tell me?
Hey dude, you dick. Oh, thanks.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
I'll break up the billions of your ones with one of mine. I was over the park ages ago, and I went to get some lunch, and came back with like a kebab covered in chili sauce. I was like, yes. But as I got back, my friend kicked the football at me, smashed the kebab into my chest, put chili sauce over me, and then I dropped it.
Oh no, dude, I got another one.
Oh, go on.
I got another one.
Go on. Yours are always good. Go.
I went paintballing for a friend's birthday, right?
I recall this.
I don't know if I've told you these. There's two of them actually. Both happened in the same.
Jeez, I'm gonna run out of time. You've got so many.
No, right. So, and they had these like massive white cubes to hide behind the cover.
Yeah.
And I thought they were stuck to the ground. So I was hiding behind a tree. And I sprang towards it, and I just slid into it, thinking it was. I was straight cracking it around, bro. And the guy that was standing behind it was like, "Oh, thanks, man, asshole," and they just ran off.
You knocked his cover out of the way.
I thought they'd be stuck to the ground.
Well, yeah, you'd think.
And so I was like, "Oh shit." So they just like get up and
That's that happening in a game. You're in cover in like Gears of War, and then you come sliding up and the whole brick just moves. You're like,
I've got another one as well.
Just went over a hill. Jeez.
Fucking hell, hold on. Does this involve a what?
A hill. You were running up a hill or something? Oh, go on. I thought it was something.
It was at the paintballing thing. And I was hiding behind something, and I went to get behind cover. So I was trying to do like a roll, and I slipped, and I ripped my costume from there all the way round, and my paintballs went everywhere. And so I just went like, rolled, and tripped over. My costume,
what's wrong with you?
My costume split from like there all the way round to my back, and my paintballs went everywhere, and everyone was like, oh! And them fuckers are expensive, man.
So, anytime something funny happens to you, it's always because you were trying to do something stupid. I want to do a dramatic role. I ripped my ass.
And when I had to get the costume back, it was just like half. It was like the torso and bit. It was just hanging together by a thread. Oh dear.
You go, yeah. Oh no.
That's exactly what it was like. I landed on the gravel. My paintballs went everywhere.
Hold on. Do the thingy one. The pièce de résistance.
What?
The door.
Oh. This is probably my
masterpiece.
This is probably my all-time most embarrassing moment. My girlfriend had just gone to work, and I was still in bed. And she rang me and she said, "Oh, I've just forgot something. I'm just popping back. I've left my keys. Can you quickly open the door?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I sleep naked. Okay. Deal with it. Okay.
There's it.
Deal with it. I sleep naked. So I quickly got out of bed and there's a knock on the door. Literally seconds, about a minute after my girlfriend had rang me, and she's like, I'm just at the end, I'm just coming down. The timing is impeccable. It could have only been one person. So I just quickly ran down and I thought, open the door. I was like, you're alright. And who was it? It was the guy that had come to check the water. His own waterworks lad.
Yeah.
And so I've gone, you're alright. Oh shit! And just closed the door.
Wow.
And as I've done it, as I've opened the door, I could see her coming. The timing was just bang. And so I was like, oh no! And then obviously she's come in. She's like, what the fuck, man? And she was like, she spoke to him and she was like, has he answered the door? And apparently the guy just went, yes. Just like face palmed, and I was like, oh, that's really embarrassing.
Oh man, that's
and then the whole time he was in the house, I'm going like, oh, so
this is awkward.
Sorry about that. So I can only imagine.
You've seen my nuts.
So I can only imagine when he got back to because I know I would. I'm like, dude, you never guess what? Dude, man. Some fat ass bitch opened the door. His jug was everywhere. His titties all flopping around.
With opening doors, I hate. Do you know you get Jehovah's Witnesses? There's times when I'm like, no, it won't be a Jehovah's Witness, and they just catch me completely off guard. I'll open the door and be like, oh no. And there was one time I opened the door and I must have looked so disappointed that it was a Jehovah's Witness, because she went, don't worry about it. And then went, and I was like, okay. Sometimes they really catch me out, because like, they'll knock on the door, so I'll be like, I won't open it. And then a delivery will come and I'm like, oh crap. So then I open the door and go, thank you. And they see me and they're like, son of a...
I never answer the door to that kind of thing. No.
Doesn't want to hear the word of God.
But no, because I kind of think it's wrong. I'm not going to go into it, that's like a different...
Well, I don't go around going, yo, do you want a science textbook? So, well...
No, but that's the thing, I don't really agree with it. I don't really agree with... Because if I went around to... Because it's an interest, really. You can make it like religion, if you're right. Yeah. But what you're basically going around is telling people your beliefs, right? So it's a little bit like me going on, knocking on people's doors and going, oh, I really like gaming. Have you played this game? It's really good. You should play this.
Be weird.
And they'd be like, if I kept doing that, I'm
fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I don't think people, I kind of feel like you shouldn't be allowed to.
Don't impose. If I wanted to know about Jesus,
one thing standing
I
in the
probably
middle
would. So
it's one thing standing in the middle of the street going, Jesus built everything around you.
Yeah, but that's annoying as well.
Yeah, it is. But it's, you know, whatever. They're not.
There's one on Oxford Street. He talks with a really dull voice. He's got a megaphone. I don't know if he's still there. I think he is. But when he talks, he's like, "Our Lord Saviour Jesus Christ, He died for your sins," and it's like, it's not even there. Normally they're like loons, and they're like, "He died for your sins." You're like, oh,
like cowboys or something.
Yeah, some lunatic, and you're like, well, I'll stay clear with them. But this dude's really normal. He's just like, died for your sins. Jesus Christ, everyone. Lord Saviour.
I just want to point out quickly that my chair has made full transition.
Oh yeah! Rick's chair's got a problem. When you sit on it, it gets lower and lower. So at the start of the video, Rick's higher than me, but he's gone lower now.
And I can see it. So I thought I'd just point it out, just in case I think during the episode I've slowly been shrinking or something. Just like that.
So I was just
every embarrassing story I've been telling, I've been getting smaller and smaller.
It's a load of
I'm not actually fat, it's just built up stories that I haven't told.
The more stories he tells, something like Drake and Josh, he'll end up thinner than me.
Well, I never thought that it'd be so simple, but we need a theme song like that.
That was actually quite good.
Drake and Josh was great.
It was actually quite funny. Man, we have talked about a lot.
Right, tell us about your...
Do you like Drake and Josh?
Do you like Drake and Josh?
Oh, you just don't like
Tell us about your embarrassing stories. You probably won't. Who's going to share their embarrassing stories on YouTube?
That delivery man, like, This is one time.
There was one time I knocked on the door. This fat ass bitch opened the door, and I was like,
Tallywhacker.
"Oh my god!"
Tallywhack me in the face.
Yeah. So, like, subscribe, all that crap.
Yes.
It helps us out quite a bit.
Next week, we're doing whenever.
And you got any suggestions? Any kind of comments? Why you like our videos? Why you don't? Embarrassing stories. A fourth one. Anything. Leave a comment.
The number 4.
Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. We all over that shit, man.
We all over that social network.
And we'll see you next week. Pew!
Next week's 13.
Yes.
All on its own. Number 13. All the 2s. 13.
2 fat ladies, 107.
Bye-bye.
Bye.